Hi, I'm Lynn from Toronto, Canada, and today we're here with Carly and Eric, and we're going to do a Pilates reformer workout. This workout was designed with the swimmer, biker, runner, and stand-up paddleboarder in mind, or for those who want to challenge their balance, strength, and coordination. We've done a warm-up already, so we're going to get right into the routine, so hope you enjoy. So we're going to start on our backs. Let's take your left strap, now just the left strap, and put it across towards your right foot. So bringing your right foot into the big loop of the strap. Good. And the other leg is going to join you at tabletop. And in this position, we want to try and maintain neutral if you can. So that long spine, sacrum on the mat, and that slight lift of your lower back in your neutral position. So from here, you're going to exhale and just press that right leg, just the right leg away from you. Good. Inhale to bend it in slowly, and you can really feel how it kind of wants to wave, right? As you exhale, send the foot straight along the line of your sit bone, even though the strap isn't going that way. Good. Inhale to bend your knee. Exhale in a neutral engagement through the abdominals and the pelvic floor. Reach the leg away. Really well done. Inhale to bend. So they're having to work like crazy to stabilize with their abductors. Exhale and press to work against that pull across the midline. And inhale. We'll just do one more like that. Actually, let's stop there. Let's turn out. So you're going to wrap it out into a little bit of a turnout. When working in the turnout position, you can have both legs in turnout or just the working leg for more coordination challenge. Good. Now send the leg away as you exhale. Good. And inhale to bend the knee. So it's much more challenging in the turnout in a way. Exhale and press because it wants to go across that midline. Good. Inhale. Fantastic. Exhale and really think of your heel right in line with your sit bone. So it's a little wider than you think. There you go. And then bend the knee. Nice, Eric. And last time, press it away with your exhale. Really good. Wrap the leg back to parallel. Bend your knee and bring it in. Good stuff. The next two exercises might be better suited for your intermediate or advanced participant. So we're going to change the springs to just a half spring or a blue spring. On the start reformer, it's a blue spring. So it's a lighter spring. And for this, you want to be very careful because it is light. We're going to also use platform extenders. So if you don't have platform extenders for your reformer, you can always just stand on the wood platform at the front of your reformer. So we're going to bring you up, and you're never going to stand on the carriage that's moving. You want to stand on the side that's solid and stable. So let's come up onto your platform extenders or your wooden platform, and we're going to turn to face the other way. Pardon our backs. Your feet are hips distance apart or underneath the sit bones. And let's take your left foot back onto the carriage. So carefully placing your foot on. Good. That's it. And yeah, that's a good spot, Eric. So it's kind of halfway down the carriage. It's not right close to your foot. So from here, that heel is lifted for the back foot. So the back foot is good in a slight elevate. From here, your hands come on your hips just for some stability. This is light, so it's challenging their balance enormously, as well as their legs are going to be really worked. As you exhale, you can just sink into a lunge. That'll send the carriage away from you. Good. Keeping the abdominals in to support your back. Slowly bring that in. So your front leg or your standing leg on the extender here is going to straighten. Really nice. Exhale and press back. When your front knee bends, you want to track the center of your knee over the second and third toe. As well, be careful it doesn't go past the toes. Also know that your feet are constantly adjusting here, so be careful not to overpronate. Good. Wrapping up in those abdominals just for the core stability. That's your center. Good. And inhale, bringing it back up. Really good. And you can feel how the carriage wants to push you. You have to resist. Exhale and press away. Good. And slow and steady wins the race on this one. It's the best way to do it. Slowly bringing it in. It really challenges you. Really press through the heel of that front foot to bring yourself up and get into the back of the legs and the hips. And one more time, you're going to press that leg back. Good. So you might want to do a few more reps, but we're going to do, for the sake of argument, we're going to change it. Bend your back leg in without changing your front leg, and then push it back out again. Good. And then bend that in so you're really working eccentrically through the front of the hip. and bringing it in. Good. And press it out. And bring it in. Good. And press it out. Yeah, that front of the hip has to really control that. And press. Good. So it's great for the pull through of a runner's stride. Good. And let's do one more. It's really challenging. Exhale, press it out. Fantastic. Hold the leg there and bring yourself all the way in. Slowly bringing the carriage in and bringing your other foot right onto that stable surface for safety. Now we're going to get to the fun part where we get to simulate the stand-up paddleboard. We're going to grab your maple poles again, or your broomstick, whatever you're using today. So we're going to put those through the small loops once again. Good stuff. And then we're going to come to a standing position. So you're going to want to be very careful because you are on a moving carriage. So this would be something you can do if you're comfortable with this. Great. So when you're standing further away from the shoulder rest, you'll have a little more range of motion is what we find. So play with that as well. So we're going to come into a bent knee and flexed hip position, still maintaining a neutral spine. So you really want to maintain the connection of the abdominals between the ribs and the hips. Beautiful. And then from here, I always have to watch for knees that want to sink in. So we're going to remind Carly and Eric that their knees want to track over the center of their feet, maybe their second and third toes. So abdominals connected. I'm going to kind of get out of the way a little bit here. As you exhale, we're not rotating first. We're just going to pull and paddle, staying centered. Good work. Exhale and press again. So they're really having to work through their whole body here to stabilize them, as if they were on the water. Good. And then inhale. Exhale. Their top arm is higher in that triangle position that you want for stand-up paddleboarding grip. And then pull it back. Fantastic. So now we'll add a little rotation to this side. So you'll pull and rotate the body. Good. With control. Really nice. And center it. And they want to take their eyes and their gaze with them. Good. Nice work. And center. Excellent. And pulling it back. Good, rotating, keeping the hips as square as you can, but in that final part of the rotation there's probably going to be a little movement, and that's okay. We just don't want to initiate the movement with the torquing of the pelvis for today. Good, and go again, and just have a little more lean forward, Carly, with the upper body. Good, and go one more. Fantastic. Bring it to the center, release, and come up to a standing position. Excellent. So we've come onto the reformer with the hands on the rails. The only reason we're doing it this way is so that our backs and our tushes aren't facing the camera. So you could do this the other way with your hands on the wood platform. So we're going to find a neutral spine. So find those ribs. Yep, really nice. Shoulders are dropped away from the ears. That's it. So they spread wide away from the ears. And then from here, I'd say, Eric, you could probably walk your hands out just a smidge. Yeah, and let your body weight come forward just a little bit. There, so now his hips are directly over the knees and the shoulders are directly over the wrist. That's what we're looking for there. Feel a little more press away. There you go, Carly. And then we're just going to come and float the knees off. So you have to tuck your toes underneath you into a little bit of a backward press and then float the knees off. Take a breath there and then lower down. Good. That's it. Take another breath in. Exhale, float the knees off. Good. Staying long through the spine so the head can lift just a bit. That's it. And exhale, lower that down. Try not to throw away your inhale. Imagine infusing air throughout your spine and between your vertebrae to lengthen as you inhale. Take a breath in. Exhale, the shoulders stabilize. Serratus works to push them away from the ground and everything's working to keep them stable. Inhale and then exhale, lower down. Good. So I'm going to say, Carly, maybe bring your knees closer to there. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. So from here, we're going to have them come off the mat. Your knees will float off the mat and we'll go into a cat stretch. So float your knees off. Stay there. Take a breath in through that length of your spine. Now exhale, curl your spine. Keep the knees hovered exactly where they were if you can. And then lengthen your spine, keeping the knees off the mat again. And then float the knees back down. Harder than it looks. Take a breath in. Those arms are really working. Float in neutral, so float it up. Exhale, tuck your tail underneath you and lift up to the sky. Perfect. Nice, Carly. Inhale, lengthen the spine back out, staying off of the ground, and then float the knees down. Now we're going to add on one thing. We're going to stay in neutral. So exhale, float off. Good. Now from here, keep neutral actually, Eric. So your head's going to stay in line with your spine, and bend the elbows as you inhale. Exhale to push up. It's a small one. Bend, inhale, exhale, push. Inhale, bend, exhale, push. Keep keeping the ponytail lifting to the sky. Carly, nice. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale, hold it there. Woo! Lower the knees and come back down and go back into a child's pose again, just to release the back and let your arms rest. That's hard work. Really good. Breathe down right into the base of your pelvis and let your pelvis feel like it's expanding with your breath. And just release lengthwise and widthwise through your body. Well, we're going to grab our reformer boxes and bring them onto the carriage in a long box position. And we're going to lay prone on the box. So hand, hand, thigh, thigh. Excellent. When lying prone on a long box, you want to start in a neutral pelvic position with the ASIS and pubic bone against the mat and your abdominals lifting. I like to use a foam pad or a rolled up towel between the inner thighs to keep the inner thigh connection. Oftentimes when we're working prone, the legs want to splay, and this just gives that adductor connection to go up through the anterior sling into those transverse pelvic floor and the internal obliques. So from here, we're going to take a breath in. Let's just go ahead and pull with both arms. Both arms are straight. They're going to pull up towards your hips and just stay in a long, dark line position. So you're just in a long line. Lower the arms as you inhale. Exhale, do that one more time. Feel the length and evenness of your body on both sides. Good. And inhale, lower that down. Now from there, we're just going to start to pull with alternating arms. So we're going to pull with the right arm first. Exhale and pull the right arm as your left arm comes forward. The strap will go slack. That's okay. Inhale, come back to the center, and then exhale, the left arm's going to pull. So you'll feel that your body wants to fishtail from side to side. And then bring the arms back and change sides again. Exhale the right arm. So what happens is you have to work against that fishtail. Inhale. And exhale. So it's a lot of work, but try not to let the body shift. Good. And back to the center. So as you're pulling with the right side, really think of that left side engaging. Good. And then inhale. One more time. The hips have to work a lot here too. Exhale and press. Good. Reach to the other side with your legs. There you go. And then come back to the center. We're going to bend the right elbow now. So pull with the right arm, bend the right elbow, extend it back and rotate and lift to the right side. Good. Let the straight arm come down as you come through. Change sides. Bend the left elbow. Reach and rotate. Good. Come back to the center with the straight arm and lift to the ground. Good. Exhale and bend the elbow, reach it back, turn the body through the upper body and rotate. So having to keep the hips stable on this position is really challenging. And the legs, good, because you can feel they want to crunch into that side you're rotating to. Do one more if you can. Bend the elbow, reach, feel long through that right side. Good. And then bring it around. Last one on the left. You guys are working so hard. This is amazing. Sweep those legs to the opposite side as they fishtail. Good. And back down. Last but not least, a breaststroke. So the arms come out to a T position in the air. Good. Exhale, pull them and lift the chest as you lift toward your hips. Reach the arms straight down and lower your body. Arms come out to the side. Pull. Feel the shoulders pull down away from your ears. Good. That's it, Eric. And lower down. And one more time. Reach them out. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Lift the chest. Awesome, Carly. And lower down. Reverse it. Pull the hands back to your hips. Great. Lift the arms out, and as you do, you come back through. Reach the arms forward. Let's just do one more like that. Pull the arms back. Reach in the opposite direction. Forward and lower down. That's amazing. You're done. We'll take these out. Come into a little child's pose while you're on the box so you can relax the straps. And just bring your knees on. Let your hips go towards your heels. Good. So that was a workout that was really geared towards Carly and Eric, but really could be used for anybody for everyday life. A lot of stability and strength in different ways here. And hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.